Alrighty, welcome to a Vintage Cube single elim, testing my metal against some of the best around, and ooh, that is a Black Lotus. Alright, the losing stops now. We're opening pick one, pack one Lotus. Second best card in the cube? Something like that? Third best? I don't know. In the top three. Soul Ring, Time Walk, and Lotus are all pretty close for me, and obviously not going to complain about opening Lotus, passing Hull Breacher, Hierarch, Plunderer, Watery Grave, Jace, Exhume, and Mystical is probably going to go, so not really going to get anything too juicy back, but definitely no complaints here, and we started with a Lotus. So where do you go from here? Well, pretty much anywhere. Lotus is good like that. This pack is pretty medium. There's like Teferi, which is a good thing to Lotus out, but I really don't want a second pick of Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. There are so many 5-drops that are good. You do not need to do that. Same with Ballista. I do like Ballista, Recurring Nightmare, Skyclave. I mean, Mono White is a good thing to do with Lotus for sure. Kind of want to just take Underground Sea. This is a pretty high value duel. All right. There's nothing in that pack was all that exciting is the thing. Oh. And there's an Archon. There's also Yogwill, but Yogwill Lotus is so washed. That's not a good combo anymore. There's also Force and Mind Twist, but I'm going to take Archon. I think it's the best card in the pack. We just took Underground Sea, which sets it up nicely. And Lotus in a Reanimator deck. Sounds pretty good. Here, wow, this pack is pretty mid. The best cards in the pack are like Stoneforge, Lotus Cobra, I think. There's a Shieldred's Edict or a Creeping Tar Pit for me, and I think I might just take Tar Pit. Blue-Black really needs its duels. Oh, there's Dark Ritual here. I'm going to take Ritual. If I wheel Yawgmoth's Will, we actually could be cooking after taking Dark Ritual. And there's Woodfall Primus, which I wouldn't mind, but there's also a Gush. I mean, we could be a Doomsday deck. That would be sick. Let's keep an eye out. We have a very good start for that. And then here, there's Through the Breach and there's Daze. I think I got to take Through the Breach when I have Archon here. Also, Lotus and Ritual are good at casting it. Daze would be nice if I ended up like literally Doomsday or Sensei's Top, but I don't have a reason to think that that's... I'm not confident enough that'll work out that I think it's worth taking a worse card here. So let's take Through the Breach and see what else we can pick up. Maybe that Woodfall Primus will wheel. That would be pretty nice. And then here, I'm just really not in on Treachery. I think I'm just going to take Cut Down. Fairy Mastermind is okay, but early interaction is nice, and I think this deck is still more likely to be on the unfair side than wanting to attack in the air with Fairy Mastermind, so I'd rather just take a decent removal spell. Oh man, I would love to get back Tendrils, but I can't, because I got to take Frantic Search. It's so much better in the Reanimator decks. But having Yogwill, Ritual, Frantic Search, Tendrils would have been nice, but obviously there's no way for me to get both of those things. Oh, now there's a Watery Grave and an Exhume. I think I should take Exhume, even though I really don't like Exhume that much. I think Exhume is what I want here. And then Chart a Course. I mean, this is just classic blue-black Reanimator. Maybe Splashing Through the Breach. Probably Splashing Through the Breach. I could also end up with a Yogwill sub-theme. Tendrils isn't around, but Brain Freeze is certainly in the running still. And if I end up with like a Doomsday package, that could also be real. I mean, I'm assuming the Yogwill is going to wheel. It does almost all the time. Oh, and there it is. Yeah, I will definitely take Yogwill. I might have said Yogwill's washed, because it is, but this is the actual spot where Yogwill could be good. And I think I'll take Shieldred's Edict. I'm not going to play Deathrite that likely, or Silent Clearing. Oh, Woodfall Primus versus Gush. It's got to be Woodfall Primus with this Through the Breach here. And then I'll take a map that I'm just not going to play. Same with Witherbloom. All right, well, what a pack one. Ended up with Lotus, Ritual, Yogwill. That's definitely something. Frantic Search. And then have a Through the Breach for those two big things, plus an Exhume. We got something going here. Plus Watery Grave Wield. Oh, and there's Flash. I like Bowmasters as much as anyone, but this is definitely a Flash deck. All right, passing Bowmasters and Mana Drain. Probably not going to get anything back here, but we're on pace to have a really good deck here. Oh, this is an interesting one. I would almost never take Vamp over Polluted Delta, but having Flash, Breach, Lotus, Archon, I think I got to take Vamp here. Maybe even wheel Dark Petition. So And likewise, I think I'm going to pass on Academy. Do I want Luris? Because Lotus is pretty busted. Not as a companion, don't worry. You don't have to panic yet. Though I only have 2 expensive cards. There's also Liliana as just play Liliana plus 1 it. Lotus is pretty sick. Let's just take that and maybe figure out a couple other cheap cards to bring back. Liliana is pretty replaceable. And then here, Malcolm is pretty good at discarding. There's also Deep Cavern Bat. There's also Mystic Confluence, but I kind of want to get more cheap cards. It's going to be Malcolm or Bat, and I think Bat is really, really strong. So I'll take Bat, maybe get something back out of that pack. Thought Scour here is decent. I don't think I'm going to worry about reanimating Prime Time or anything. Thought Scour also makes Doomsday better, though there is Otawara, but Thought Scour when I have Yogwill in the deck seems like it could be kind of nice. Thought Scour Vamp is also a combo. Oh, and now a Shallow Grave. Not optimized for Shallow Grave yet. These are, like, Woodfall is not the best. The Archon Shallow Grave is pretty nice. So let's just take that. And wouldn't mind picking up, obviously, like an Atroxer and a Tali. World Spine Worm for Flash would be pretty good. Oh, there's Doomsday? Yeah, I'm going to take Doomsday. This is the spot where Doomsday is actually legit. So I'll take Doomsday. Haven't seen Thassa's Oracle yet. Would love to pick that up. That would give another aspect to the deck. Without the Oracle, and then there's a Jace in this pack, I think, in pack 2 somewhere here, so we'll see if that wheels. It probably does. Oh, now there's Brain Freeze. There's also Torsten for Flash. That's interesting. Because Brain Freeze with Yogwill, Frantic Search, you know what? I think I'm going to take the Brain Freeze. You don't usually get to Storm off, and this seems like a good place for it. Plus, Torsten grabbing me creatures and lands isn't going to be even that good in this deck. I'm just not going to have very many creatures. And then here, Chromatic Star is actually not worthless in a Doomsday deck. First of all, it can fix your mana. Second, and Dark Petition's a great pickup. Second, having a way to just draw a card on command is really nice because you can go like set up Doomsday, crack Star, draw Thought Scour, that sort of thing. Thought Scour, bin some stuff, Lotus or Yogwill. I could legit Brain Freeze someone out with this deck. I'm really liking the way this deck's going. Oh, and then here's Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Yeah, we're now in the market for that. So to recap, our combo here right now is Doomsday and set up kind of like a Lotus, Thought Scour, Jace pile. There's also, of course, Through the Breach or Shallow Grave on Archon, or Through the Breach on Woodfall, or Flash on either of those. And I have Exhume. Yeah, this deck's got a lot of combos going. And then here, Meticulous Archive is also a card I might play. Just Surveil land in these decks is nice, especially with like Vamp Tutor. Oh, Oath of Druids, huh? Okay. I'd be in for Oath. And Ulamog for Shallow Grave? Do I want Ulamog in this deck? I guess I don't really need Scrubland, so... Oh, wow, Bolus's Citadel. I guess it's not a 0. Okay, going into pack 3, let's see what we got here. Not too exciting of a open. I mean, I'm probably going to take Probe. Probe is really good with Doomsday. There's also Prismatic Vista, but Probe with Yogwill also is just really critical. So, or hold on, I could Tinker for Bolus's Citadel. Is that out of the question? I've got Chromatic Star and Lotus. The problem is I don't think Bolus's Citadel is that good. If I had the Tendrils, I would be more into it, but I think I'm just going to take Probe. And I'll follow it up with Mana Vault. Definitely Mana Vault here for our Through the Breach. Maybe I would, if I'd known I was getting past a Mana Vault, I guess I would have taken a Tinker, sure. But the card I most want to see now, I think, is probably Underworld Breach. The second one I want to see the second most is Thassa's Oracle. So hopefully we can get some combo pieces there. I wouldn't be opposed to playing Oath. It would be nice to pick up a little fixing for this Through the Breach. With that, we've had to take spells over lands a bunch, like Vamp over Delta, for example. So hopefully we can pick up a little bit of fixing. All right, and here we've got some stuff. We've got Alluring Reveal, which is just a generically pretty good card. We've got Itali. Itali with Flash or Exhume or Shallow Grave or Breach is pretty good. So let's take out the Ulamog. Let's put in Itali and maybe one of Narset, Spellseeker, or Alluring Revealed, or Deluge, one of those 4 wheels. And I would probably play them. I don't think I'm going to play this Bolus's Citadel. And here, Caracas. I might just take Caracas because this is a single limb draft. You play in pod, and Caracas is going to be pretty annoying for me to play against, though. Maybe not that bad, actually. I have Woodfall Primus and Archon. Still, I do like Caracas, and I mean, Tamiyo, Knight's Whisper, Hedge Maze are all fine. Let's just take Caracas. Caracas is a nice one to have. Oh, Duress versus Undercity Sewers. Duress would be nice. This deck does not have anything like that, so I think I'll take Duress and pass on Undercity Sewers, Overgrown Tomb, Channel, and Hymn to Turok. All right. Right now, Lurrus is not looking very good. Probably not playing Oath. Probably not playing Cut Down. Maybe just Shieldred's Edict. So this is right now 16 lands. But we'll see what else we pick up. Oh, there's Underworld Breach. All right, now we have Breach, Brain Freeze, Lotus. Oh yeah, we are getting there. I was all set to take Crabomination, but no, Underworld Breach is sick. Any red fixing would be awesome. I'm probably just going to have to rely on Star, Lotus, and card draw, that sort of thing. But I've got some of that. Frantic Search, Chart a Course. Okay. So 2 more picks to find Thassa's Oracle. It's so much more of an efficient win than Jace. Let's see if we can find it. No, but here there's a Dark Confidant, a Baleful Strix, a Voidwalker, and a Bitter Triumph. I think Bitter Triumph as a discard outlet's got to be the best here. And then that probably means I can cut the Shieldred's Edict. And right now this is 15 land, so I'm probably even going to want to cut another card or 2. I'm not sure what. This is pretty good. Though I could play a little lighter on lands, given that I have like Star, Mana Vault, Probe, Thought Scour, all that. Okay, here, no Thassa's Oracle for me, but I'm just going to take Dark Slick Shores. I think another blue-black duel is going to be better than an Imperial Seal. And Restless Fence is a red duel, but a blue-black duel is still good for me, and I think it's a much weaker duel than Dark Slick Shores. So I don't really want another tap land. So I think Doomsday is still good enough with just Jace, because I can Doomsday for like untap, draw. I don't really want to play Caustic Bronco or Master of Death. I'm just going to hate the Soul Guide Lantern. So if I cast Doomsday with a card draw floating, here's where Gush would have been good. I can draw 1 card. It's not going to do much. But what I could set up is Bazaar of Baghdad or Dress Down. Or Curtains. I don't think it's Curtains. I don't think it's Bonnie Paul. I'll take Dress Down. That's a card that I don't really want to play against either. I guess what I'm casting is like, I could like Frantic Search into Lotus Thought Scour and then like cast Jace off the Lotus and then plus it, something like that. Yeah, maybe. I'll take Indatha Triumph in case I do end up wanting to side in Oath. And now, Knight's Whisper and Triplicate Titan. Triplicate Titan is something with flash, but it's kind of bad. There's also Wishclaw Talisman. This wouldn't be the worst Wishclaw deck, but I think I'd rather just have Knight's Whisper. Get over here, Knight's Whisper. Though I don't even know if I'm playing it. Dark Petition could be bad. I mean, it's possible that because now that I've picked up Breach, I could just not play Doomsday. I could not play Doomsday, Dark Petition, or Jace, and that might make the deck a lot sleeker. Oh, him I probably will play still. And this gives me... This is now 16 land. And I think, set up a Brain Freeze kill without Breach with Yogwill some of the time, but obviously we're going to rely more on Breach here. And probably just have to play 3 mountains in the deck, but that's okay. All right. Let's sort by color. Yeah, I just have the 2 red cards plus, I guess, Atali. I'll probably put Caracas in the sideboard and then side it in. I don't think I need to be bouncing my own Atali. It doesn't really accomplish much here. And I think 16 land is fine. Probably like 3 mountains. Maybe I can only play 2 mountains. And this would be 8 black plus 9 black because there's an Underground Sea hiding there. 9 black plus Lotus and Star, and this is 8 blue plus Lotus and Star. Cutting the Jace is also kind of nice. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's sort by mana value. Is there anything I want to cut for 1 more land? I think with Dark Ritual, Thought Scour, Probe, Chromatic Star, Knight's Whisper, I think I should be okay with just 16 lands here. All right, let's battle. All right, time for round 1, and we got a game plan here. We are going to cast Turn 2 flash, put in Woodfall Primus, blow up 2 lands, and hope that that's good enough. Well, blow up a land and a Soul Ring, which they get 1 turn to use it. One thing that's kind of nice, first of all, drawing Star is not too bad with a Underworld Breach in hand, is that I've got Bitter Triumph, so hopefully what happens here is they play one thing with Soul Ring, they're cycling, Coin Revealed, and then I can Woodfall Primus, blow up Soul Ring in a land, and then Bitter Triumph whatever card they played. Now that they got Steam Vents, makes it more likely they have a counter, but if they just go Steam Vents, untapped, go, I'll just go land, go, and if they tap out for something, I'll flash in Woodfall Primus is kind of my plan. All right, they're tapping out. JVP, the MVP, and Legion Extruder. Okay, that doesn't bother me too much. I'm just going to flash in Primus here. And let's go blow up Soul Ring and blow up Steam Vents. Okay. And then I can kill that Jace soon enough here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not even 100% sure I need to kill Jace. It's not doing that much, but we'll see what they do. Play Creeping Tar Pit. Send. Yeah, I will kill Jace now, actually. And pay 3 life to kill Jace. I feel like no reason to let them loot again. No reason to let them flip it and plus on a Woodfall Primus. It would take kind of a long time to kill it. Retrofitter, but no land. Okay. I'll Thought Scour myself. Oh, him to Turok. Milling through the Breach and Meticulous Archive. All right, well, let's him you down to 1 card in hand. That's pretty good. And send for another 5. Thieving Skydiver and Ponder. Nice. Yeah, killing that Steam Vents worked out pretty nicely. This player might have the Academy. That could be problematic. We're going to get him pretty good at this. Woodfall Primus Flash pretty much did the job. And then Creeping Tar Pit animates here. They have to have something pretty good in order to win this game. They can survive this turn by making a token and taking 7, going to 1. But that's not very likely to lead to a dub here. Okay. I'm not sure what they're hoping to draw that gets them out of this, but this is what we try to do, right? All right. Turn 2 flash. Good enough. Playing against artifacts. Do I want any of these things? Soul Guide. Caracas might be good against Jace. I mean, I don't know if I want to cut. I think I'm actually okay. I don't really want to cut a land for it. All right, and here, all right, I'm going to run this. I could use a Lotus through the Breach and Atali. All right, that's not a Soul Ring, luckily. I have turn 2 him if I draw a Black Source. If I don't, I have Chart a Course. Basically, I have 3 2-mana spells that I can cast. Well, I guess I can't quite cast him, but I imagine I will be able to. And an Atali plus a Breach when I get to 5 mana, or because I've drawn the Atali and some discard outlets there, look, I can cast turn 2 him. I'll be able to maybe discard it to like Chart a Course or Bitter Triumph if I draw like an Exhume or something along those lines. All right, Thundering Falls. I'll play the Underground Sea, and then I will him to Turok here. Earlier the better on him, I feel like. You got something? Legion Extruder and Malcolm. Oh, so no second land. Interesting. Did they shuffle on that Ponder? They didn't shuffle on Ponder. They just wanted to mill the land instead of playing a 2-drop. All right, that's fair. Oh. Night's Whisper or Chart a Course. I kind of want to just Night's Whisper here. I guess I could play around Days. Oh, nice. Into Duress. That's pretty good. And then I got the Mountain, so I have the turn 5 Atali. All right. Oh, they have no other spells, so they're just bolting me? All right, I take that. Their hand is Mountain Swamp Skydiver. Oh, this looks like we're in great shape here. Obviously, Atali can miss if I breach it, but I feel pretty good about this. I guess this turn they can attack with Restless Vents if they want. Next turn, I'll probably Chart a Course and play a land, leave up Bitter Triumph. Okay, yeah, the Restless Vents are chugging along. So this is like Grixis artifacts, kind of. Probably discarding a land here. Oh, Mox Diamond. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just go chart a course. Oh, there's Flash. I'm going to discard Dark Slick Shores, play an island, and I think just pass. I'm not sure if I want to breach or flash the Atali. I guess I'll see what they do. They're sending with Restless Vents, or they're trying to. I think I'm going to pay 3 life to just kill this is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to through the breach the Atali is my plan. Okay. Might as well, I think, spend more mana and get a bunch of damage in. I think is reasonable. All right. Let's see what I hit. Sword of the Meek and Gitaxian Probe. I'm just not going to cast the Sword of the Meek because, oops, I can't flip Atali here. Casting Sword of the Meek here, all it does is open the door to them killing it and then playing Thopter Foundry. Now I just broke up their Thopter Foundry combo. Oh, what's in their hand, by the way? It's all lands and a Skydiver still. Sure. Well, my hand is kind of bad now, too. I have drawn just lands over the last couple turns, which the first 1 or 2 were good, but now we're on 8 lands. All right. Yeah, that's probably the play here. It's not like another land. Wow. I'm not going to play something into Skydiver. Let's add blue, I guess. Okay. Incredible. All right, well, maybe I'll lose this game. Seems like that would be tough, but definitely possible. I guess with Chromatic Star, I kind of could have waited to try to cast Atali, but that seems crazy. There's no way that's the right play. Oh, I am going to lose. Detectives Phoenix and Skydiver, they're going to get in for 4 here. I mean, I have outs, of course, but now I can't vamp. I drew it a turn too late. The usual. Vamp a turn earlier would have won me the game because I would have been able to go get Yawgmoth's Will or something. All right, let's draw another land. Wow. Okay. Didn't think we were going to lose that game, but here we are. Going to game 3. Yeah, I like where we're at. All right, time for game 3. On the play here. Yeah, I guess I will keep this hand. It's not the best. I don't know. I certainly could mulligan it. Let's see what they've got. Hopefully no Soul Ring. Oh, geez, what is this hand? Thundering Falls, Soul Ring, One Ring. Okay. So if they draw an untapped land, their hand is really good. Even without it, this hand is pretty good. One Ring with Force of Negation backup. Let's cast Night's Whisper and hope they don't force it. I don't think that they're going to, but they certainly could. 2 more lands. Well, I have Bitter Triumph Shallow Grave, so that's at least something. Soul Ring into Talisman at the very least here, even if they don't draw a land, and they did. All right, draw. Okay, Chart a Course. I will cast that as well. Okay, land go. So I guess for me to win this game, I need to draw a big creature to threaten with Shallow Grave, and I need to draw a Underworld Breach. Because if I can do that, I can win the game. But Force of Negation is obviously going to make things pretty difficult. Into Jace, sure. Keeping Malcolm, Legion Extruder Force. All right, let's draw. I'm just going to go land. Oh, I kind of don't want to play Bitter Triumph because I need it to discard. So I think I'm just going to chill here. There's also a chance that I can Brain Freeze them out this game if they go too deep on the One Ring. Because Brain Freeze is pretty hard to stop with Counterspell. It doesn't really work all that well. So I guess what I hope here is that they don't put me on too fast a clock. So unfortunately, I don't have a whole Reacher or an Orcish Bowmasters to go for the punch there. They're jacing. I mean, they're going to go through their deck pretty quickly, and I can cast a Brain Freeze for a bunch just myself. Wow, Mox Ruby also. All right. Let's just draw for turn. Oh. Okay. That's definitely something. I'm just going to pass. I don't really want my tar pit to get exposed here. Okay, Malcolm comes in. So they probably have found a blue card by now for that Force of Negation. I'd be kind of surprised if that wasn't the case. So if I cast Lotus, Vault, Yogg-Will, and then they force it, that's like 12 spells, or sorry, 4 spells plus Brain Freeze, it's 15. All right, I actually think I have a decent chance of Brain Freezing them out, but it's going to be a little tricky. They discarded Ponder. I need them to not put too much into play. Oh, Forensic Gadgeteer. Okay. Do they have a Basalt Monolith? No, they have a Legion Extruder, though. Put me down to 12. Okay. And I guess they'll pass the turn. Draw. I need to just... Really, I just need like one piece of action here. And I can get something going. So... All right, I'm at 12. I guess with Tar Pit and Bitter Triumph, I'm probably not going to die this turn. Though they might not use the One Ring anymore. Yeah, they're just not using it. But I think I might be able to stack up enough card draw here. They're flipping Jace. That's fine. They have 3 cards in hand. All right, they're going to Jace Ponder. That's also fine. Okay, we're getting pretty close here to me being able to go like, let's say I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 mana. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's see. I'm at 12. Do I want to animate the Tar Pit and try to block is kind of my question. I don't think so. Okay. And basically I can go spell, 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 Yogg-Will, and they force the Yogg-Will. Oh, they tap the One Ring. That is fantastic. Okay, now I think I can Brain Freeze them out pretty easily if they don't burn me out or something this turn. And I think even through multiple counter spells. Okay. Let's go. Let's see if this works. They haven't seen Brain Freeze. I really don't want to get hand disrupted. What is this? Fiery Confluence me down to 2. Okay. Then they're just gonna... okay, passed. They didn't bolt me. They're bolting me now. Yeah, I guess I could have Bitter Triumph the Forensic Gadgeteer. I haven't seen Fiery Confluence from them. Okay. No, that's another L. Well, you know what? That's a beating, but sometimes that's how it goes. Let's hope for better next time, I suppose. I appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you watching. And sometimes it's short and not too sweet. All right. I couldn't go out on that note. We're getting a bonus draft here today. That one was just too depressing. Ah, man. In any case, we didn't pick one Lotus here, but I'm going to pick one of Ragavan. Ragavan is a great start. I love a Crabomination, and Chromox is pretty good, but I think Ragavan is better than both. So start with Ragavizi and probably second pick Steam Vents. Blue-red is the best place for Ragavan. The reason I say that is because red-green wants green 1-drops, and so its mana base usually is tilted towards that, and red-white is usually white or heavier in white. Blue-red can back up Ragavan with removal and counters, and it works pretty nicely, though red-black's also really good for Ragavan. I do think Steam Vents is better than Raveler or Oliphant given the Ragavan start. So let's take that. And let's see if this draft can go a little better than the last one. Not a hard bar to clear. So I want to talk about one more thing, which is I could have cast Bitter Triumph on the Malcolm or the Forensic Gadgeteer, probably the Gadgeteer, to take 2 less damage. But that spell count for Brain Freeze on my turn was really critical. So I think that was the way I would want to play it. Obviously, if I knew they had Fiery Confluence, that'd be different, but I didn't think getting burned out from 8 was that big of a possibility. Unfortunately for me, that is what happened. But we got another draft. Let's go. And then here, there's like nothing that goes with my first picks, 2 picks here. Unfortunate. I could take Cryptic, but I don't like taking Cryptic this early. I don't know if I'm going to be able to support it. But what else could I do? I could take Treasure Cruise. It's really early to take Treasure because this is just a bad pack. Like, the best card in the pack is probably Life Death, which I don't really want to take here. Skuller's strong card, I guess. Emperor of Bones is good. Maybe Emperor's the best card, actually. Yeah, I will just take Emperor. That card is pretty good. Maybe I'll end up in Black-Red. Another Brain Freeze? I kind of think I should take it again here. I just don't think giving up Third Path or like Figure of Destiny with this start is that big of a deal. All right. Let's see. All right, and here, there's Felia. There's a good card. Skydiver's good. Bobble's good, but I think I want Subtlety or Lorien Revealed. And I think this Emperor of Bones is pretty speculative, so I might just take Subtlety. It's pretty good in a Ragavan deck. Just Ragavan plus Subtlety, their first play, is really strong. And maybe I'll miss out on Lorien Revealed, but I do like Subtlety. Ooh, and here is an Expressive Iteration. This is where actually taking Iteration is, I think, pretty good. Normally I don't get to take that card super highly, but when you're in solid blue-red, which is what this start is, Iteration is actually quite strong. So I like this. Oh, and there we go. A 7th pick Breach after getting Brain Freeze. All right. Later Brainstorm. I hardly knew ye. This is good. This is a good start. Maybe this time we get 1 win. Let's just start with 1. I mean, we need Lion's Eye Diamond would be obviously optimal. Lotus Petal, Black Lotus would be nice. Can't ask for that 2 drafts in a row, I guess. But any mana artifact makes this deck obviously very good. But even without it, it's still a pretty good combo. But really, the mana artifact is what puts it over the top. Frantic Search also a big pickup because on 5 mana you can go Breach, Frantic Search, and you basically get to cast Frantic Search once for each card in your graveyard when you start, and then eventually you Brain Freeze them out from there. This pack is a pretty big miss. I could take Research Desk. I guess I will. I just am a little down on Research Desk, specifically in combo decks where exiling a key piece is really annoying. And this pack is not one that I think I'm going to play any cards from. I guess I'll just hate a Questing Beast. I don't know. Ooh, Manamorphose is actually a really nice little pickup. Manamorphose is nice with Breach, so... All right, we got ourselves a really good start to a Breach deck here. It's even got the Ragavan Subtlety, like, aggro control aspect, as well as, of course, the full combo. And actually, I think Rite of Flame at this point might be legit, too. Here, I don't think I'm playing any of these cards. Is there a chance I'd play Figure? I guess there's not a 0%. Oh, Bauble? Nice. Bauble's a really good pickup as well. Just these decks always love having a Bauble. Maybe if my mana base lends it to Figure, I could play that as a way to pressure the opponent, force them to do something, but I think for right now, I'm just going to keep it in the sideboard. All right. Great pack 1. Really good. Let's go to pack 2. Let's see what we got. And Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is good. I do like Minsc and Boo, obviously. It's a great card. And Spellseeker for Brain Freeze is pretty legit. But Wheel Breach is really strong. I would love to pick up an Echo of Eons too. I like having one Time Twister effect. But I think I am going to take Wheel. And then I guess I'll take Bombardiers over 4th. I think both Looting and Visions are good, but I'll probably wheel one of those. And if I don't, it's okay. I'll take the Bomba. I don't want to splash a color that much, and I can probably pick up a few more trinkets to throw. I think that's better. I mean, 4th is really good. It's just kind of expensive, and this deck, yeah, I think I'd rather just especially try to stick to 2 colors when it's close, which that pick is pretty close. And then here it's pretty easy Spire Bluff. This is not really an Ancient Tomb deck. It's good when you're trying to get to 6 mana for Breach, double Brain Freeze or something, but Spire Bluff's going to be really good in this deck, so I will just take that. Obviously not the most exciting 3rd pick in the world, but blue-red lands are really valuable here. And then here, there's an Urza. Thoughtseize an Archon, so I guess black's open from this direction. Urza does add a lot of mana. There's also Rabble Master, which is pretty nice with Bombardiers. There's also Currency Converter. Currency Converter is also nice with Bombardiers. It's good with Wheel of Fortune. If I wheel that Faithless Looting, yeah, I think I like Currency Converter more than Urza. I'm a little lower curve here. And then now I'm pretty interested in Jace. Jace is good with a lot of this stuff too. So I will take Jace here. Nice blue-red deck here. In here, oh, Volcanic Island. I do love that. Though Magda with Broadside is really strong. It's possible that I should just Magda. It's so tempting to just take Volcanic and have great mana. I think with 2 mana fixers already, I also like Legion Extruder, but I think Magda would be better if I was taking a spell. Though Legion Extruder is also really good with Bombardiers. Bombardiers just makes everything so good. I'm going to take the Magda. This is close, but I think I like Magda more. And then now I could just take Headliner Scarlet, and I have like an aggro breach deck. I kind of like that. Jar sucks, whatever. And I don't care about Gadgeteer. Arc Trail's just okay. Scarlet is a really good card. Oh, Generous Plunder is perfect for this deck. Yeah. All right, well, I'm really happy with the Broadside Bombardiers pick. It's looked like it's worked out really well. Well, I mean, I've drafted around it, but that is what you get to do when you first pick a good card. And I feel like all I'm missing is the LED for the Breach combo, and maybe another counterspell or two would be nice. I only have just the Subtlety right now. Oh, Spellseeker is a nice wheel. I do like Goldspan with the direction this is going, but Spellseeker for Brain Freeze is still really good. Plus, guess what Spellseeker is good with? You guessed it. And here, I guess I'll take a Waterlogged Grove, though I don't anticipate playing that one either. Oh, that's a late Ancient Tomb. Am I in the Ancient Tomb bracket now? I think I might be. It's pretty good with all of these cards. Charmaz, whatever, and a lot of my cards have haste, so Arena of Glory doesn't seem critical. Oh, Rabblemaster? That makes the Ancient Tomb better. Detectives Phoenix versus Bitter Reunion. Bitter Reunion is nice with Currency Converter. Detectives Phoenix is solid. I will just take Detectives Phoenix. I don't think I'm going to play Bitter Reunion. Oh, Legion Extruder came back? Nice. That's a nice little pickup. Okay, going into pack 3 with, I think, a really good setup. Let's see if we can get a little more action here. Oh, well, this is a new aspect, but I'm going to take Hull Breacher to go with my Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that sounds great. Passing up on Daze and Hallowed Fountain, maybe Relic. A bunch of good black cards, but, can't really help with that. All right, Detectives Phoenix, I don't think I'm running. Still unsure about the Magda Volcanic pick, but I like where we're at. This is looking pretty good to me. This pack has Fiery Confluence, Mystic Confluence, and Strip Mine. They're all strong cards. This looks like a Fiery Confluence deck more than anything else. Strip Mine is also really good with Ragavan and Magda. Anything that like you get on the board and then you can Strip Mine them is good, but I think I will just take Fiery Confluence. That card's awesome. I also just died to it. And here we've got Grim Monolith. Nah, not loving Grim Monolith. Sheldock Isle, which I think is pretty strong, and Chandra, which is strong, but where are we at? We're on 20 lands right now, so we're only 3 playables short. I'm just going to take Sheldock. I feel like I'll have plenty of playables, and Chandra is... I just took a 4-drop. I have Scarlet. I have Subtlety. I just don't need another 4 that badly. And here, this pack's kind of a miss for me. Really would love to find a Lotus Petal or LED. There's a Watery Grave, but I don't think I'm going to splash in this deck. There's Blazing Rootwalla. Discard it to Wheel of Fortune or Currency Converter. Or Jace. I have 3 discard outlets for it. Okay. There's also Phantasmal Image, which is pretty good with... It's good with Bombardiers. It's good with... It's actually okay with Scarlet. Make them unable to block. Spellseeker, Rabblemaster. All right, I guess I'll Phantasmal, or I could just Jace. Now I have Ancient Tomb. All right, actually I'll just Jace. This looks like it could be a good Jace deck as well. Oh, okay. Well, there's Echo of Eons here. There's also Urza's Saga. I do make treasures with a bunch of things, but I don't have a good thing to get with Saga. This is pick 5. I have 3 more packs after to get this to get my LED. If I knew I was getting LED, I think I'd probably take Echo. I do like Echo. I have Hull Breacher. I should just take Echo. I have a couple ways to discard it. Mox Opal. As much as I like Mox Opal as a 0 for Breach, I'm not going to be able to make mana off it, I think, reliably enough. I could take Raugrin Triumph. It's a tapped red-blue land, or I could take Dragon's Rage Channeler. Looks like a pretty solid Dragon's Rage Channeler deck, though I do have a lot of creatures. I'm just going to take another blue-red land. I have one more pack to try to find my LED. All right, I'll take Robber now, and no LED. Damn. After getting Brain Freeze and Breach in pack 1, it's really disappointing not to get it. I will take Pyrokinesis, though. I think that card is going to be good here. So right now we're at 16 land, which probably means I cut the Jace, to be honest. Anji's Ravager. Madness 2 mana? I mean, it's good with Jace, but I guess it's kind of okay with Currency Converter. Would I play Relic of Sauron? I could see myself playing Relic of Sauron. I have Ancient Tomb. I'll take a Soul Guide Lantern for the sideboard. I probably won't play Relic to start with, and I probably won't play Jace the Mind Sculptor to start with, I think. So my current plan for Brain Freeze Breach is to use Rite of Flame. So we'll see. Oh, Chandra Wield. Okay. Yeah, I will probably play Chandra now. Wheeling was nice. I think Legion Extruder is actually pretty good in this deck. Do I want to cut? Maybe I just cut the Robber. I feel like that one's pretty cuttable. Okay. So I can go Breach, Brain Freeze myself, maybe play Bauble. So I have Brain Freeze for 9, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame. It's kind of like a bad Lotus Petal into Manamorphose into Brain Freeze. Yeah, that's already a pretty good combo, though. This deck's cool. This deck's got the Ragavan, Magda, Bombardiers, Fiery Confluence, Chandra, Beatdown plan, Headliner Scarlet. That's plan 1, probably. That's the main plan in this deck. Oh, I'll take the Root Wall. I don't think I'm actually going to play it. And then it's got the Hull Breacher, Wheel of Fortune, Echo of Eon plan, and it's got the Brain Freeze Breach plan. I like my plans here. We got plans within plans within plans. Let's see how it works out. Oh, Seething Song. Huh. I kind of am interested in Seething Song because it sets up the Breach combo really nicely. What would I want to cut for that is the question. Unless I want to play 16 land. I could cut one of these cards. I mean, Spellseeker seems pretty good at just getting Brain Freeze. I didn't get a single removal spell, which is weird. But it could get Brain Freeze, Manamorphose, Iteration, or Rite of Flame. Oh, I guess Fiery Confluence and Pyrokinesis. Never mind. I have the expensive removal. I was looking at Spellseeker for like Flame Slash, and I could not find anything like that. Anger. That's funny. All right. Well, I've got to cut one card or play 16 land. Is this a 16 land deck? I have Rite of Flame, Mishra's Bauble, Manamorphose. I think I'd rather play 17 land. So what do I want to cut here? It could be Subtlety. I don't have tons of blue cards. Yeah, that actually seems like the cut. Because I only have 6 other blue cards, and I don't really want to pitch Brain Freeze that much, or Hull Breacher, so let's just cut Subtlety, and maybe I'll side in like Subtlety and Jace or something if I end up in a spot where that makes sense. And I don't think I want Mishra's Research Desk either. No. Okay. So, sort by color, and I have three dual lands? No, yeah, 3 dual lands. And 1 blue land and a colorless land. So 8/3 gives me 7 blue sources and 11 red sources. Oh, I get to 1 more though. So let's just put 1 more island in, call it a day. Let's get in there. All right, time for round 1. Oh, this is kind of an interesting hand. I mean, I'm definitely going to keep it. We'll see what they do. They mulligan, which is actually like unfortunate for my Wheel of Fortune plan, since it makes the wheel a little bit worse the fewer cards they have in hand. But this hand still has some decent action. If I draw Rite of Flame, I could turn 2 a Chandra here. One thing that's kind of interesting is I'm going to play the Bauble on turn 1. Hopefully draw Ragavan. Oh, Echo of Eon's actually not bad either to discard the wheel. I think I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to crack the Bauble because unless I draw something to play that isn't Wheel of Fortune, I'm probably just going to cast Wheel of Fortune on turn 2. I don't like seeing a Mox either. In a Lotus Petal? In a Tinker. Yep. Yep. Let's bobble them. I'm not going to beat a turn 2 Colossus. All right, Brainstorm on top, huh? Let's draw Bomba and Rebel Master. Wow, this would have been such a sick draw against, not turn 2 Tinker. I don't even really want to show them one of those cards. I don't think I even have an out to this. All right. Well, yeah. Jace the Mind Sculptor does help against Blightsteel. Pyrokinesis didn't look very good against them, and I guess I'll take out a mountain and add an island to make it a little more likely I can cast this Jace. All right, well, let's go again. All right, I am on the play. Okay, this hand looks pretty good. Turn 1, currency converter. Turn 2, use the converter. And then turn 3, I can play Hull Breacher. I could Seething Song into Fiery Confluence, or I could just actually cast Fiery Confluence if I converter and draw and discard an island or mountain. Well, it'll be an island. Then I'll be able to get a treasure out of the converter. So that means I could just cast Fiery Confluence, though it doesn't look like I'm going to want to. Oh, Serum Visions. Hull Breach that at some point. Oh, they have a Brainstorm? Yeah, let's try to Hull Breach the Brainstorm. All right, let's go draw a card. I don't know what I could draw. Echo of Eons might be the only card I could draw that wouldn't be discarding an island here. Okay, draw for turn. I could play Magda, but I feel like they might Brainstorm end of turn, so I think I'll just keep up Hull Breacher. Oh, I could do both. That's really nice. All right, because I have a treasure coming out of that currency converter. All right. Well, they didn't cast Brainstorm there. Let's hope they don't tinker me. I still don't really have a good answer to that. Oh my God, here it comes. Yep, there goes Tinker. Maybe it's a coveted jewel? No, it's not a coveted jewel. It's not a coveted jewel at all. All right. Let's make a Hull Breacher here, and then if I draw 7, I could beat Colossus potentially. We'll see. Okay, draw. Let's go. Draw 7. All right. Let's use the currency converter. Maybe I draw Echo or Wheel of Fortune off this. Manamorphose. All right. Let's go currency converter, mountain. I'm going to go Seething Song into Manamorphose here, because if I draw Jace, I'm going to make blue, and if I draw Jace, that's also a pretty nice out. Blue, let's go. Wrong Planeswalker. Okay, Chandra. And exile my top card. Steam Bins. All right, well, I'll pass the turn, and unfortunately, I have to block with Hull Breacher now. So, because Magda will not save me, so that means that I can't draw a wheel and go off that way anymore. All right, block. And I go to 9 poison. Draw. Let's play a land first and actually attack first. Because when you exile with Chandra, you have to play the card right then, so I want to make sure I have max amount of mana. I think this is enough. I don't need to tap the converter. All right. Any Jaces? Any Jaces. Legion Extruder. So I'm not going to play that. And then I'm going to draw with currency converter into mountain. And there we go. All right. Well, you got a 2-for-1 here. 2 drafts for the price of 1. 2 drafts, no wins. The beatings will continue until morale improves. You know what? Magic's a great game. You get losing streaks. This is a particularly big one on this channel, honestly. And I hope that from at least this, you can take that you can always lose. You can always lose a lot. all you can do is make your best decisions. And do I think I played and drafted perfectly these 2 games? Definitely not. Could have made different decisions. I was pretty happy with the second draft. I don't think I could have played particularly differently there, and I certainly wouldn't have mulliganed those hands, under really any circumstances. But in the first draft, I could have cast the Bitter Triumph and maybe ended up not dying that turn. But I didn't, and I did, and there we go. All right, well, thanks for watching. I hope you can appreciate that I'm taking the beats so that you don't have to. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft, hopefully win more than this, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.